Welcome to another episode of The Breakdown. I am Coach Marcus of High Intensity Basketball. It's been a while since I had an episode of The Breakdown, but we're back. In the summer, I'm going to be filming a lot more of these and just, going over a lot of the game film and pulling up game film from other teams that aren't even mine. So it should be fun. I'm going to try to put out at least one or two of these a week starting this week. Thank you everybody for watching and being here. First and foremost, I was at a Memorial Day tournament and I have some thoughts about AAU. That was my first time entering any of my teams in AAU here in Nevada. Um, AAU is a touchy subject for me. It's like a gift and the curse. I really don't like it too much. I find it to be very it's just not impactful for the kids. It's just too many games in a short period of time. And then, I'm gonna go over my pros and my cons. Okay, pros. I think if you are a team that is very talented in your different circuits, like the Adidas circuit, the Nike circuit, and you're gonna get a bunch of exposure. I know EY, BL. Um, then AAU is right for you. You're traveling around, you're getting a lot of exposure. You're a very talented player. It's going to be a good circuit for you. Your local circuit's probably not going to have enough talent for you to get better. It's going to look good. Another pro is if you are a team from out of town, if you're a team from a small town, I would say I saw a team from Barstow, I saw a team from Victorville there this weekend Memorial Day tournament, and that would be a good tournament for them. Because there's probably not that much local teams that are around them that are at the talent level, or I might just be throwing my big city biases in there. But I mean, it's probably great to come out here to Vegas and play some games, play in a tournament. It'd be fun. Third thing I would say is that if you are a program that is trying to get on the map and this is something that you want to do, then yeah, go for it. I think that would be the right thing for you if you like to do tournaments, if you like to go out of town, if you want to go to Arizona, to Texas, and to Denver, different things like that and do tournaments. I think it's a good. But overall, I think the money is in the cons. I think the money is better spent with a trainer than it is with going to these multiple games, and you have 4 to 6 games in this weekend. It's just too many games. It's way too many games. After that, the kids are getting tired. I had made the mistake of I only had 6 players in these games, and so that's where I failed. I made definitely a mistake. I should have got more players to play. But I had busy players, or I played different teams, yada yada. I just wanted to see what it was like. And yeah, I honestly think that it's just too many games. And also we had back to backs, which is pretty crazy. We probably shouldn't have had that. My first and second day, they were I think 40 minutes, between each game. So that wasn't ideal. And on top of that, just the culture of these things. Some players I saw on the bench that were just chilling. Then I saw some players switching jerseys and going to play other teams. Or they weren't even just switching jerseys; they were part of the same organization. You had a player running onto a different court, and all of a sudden he just runs in and he's getting game minutes. So it's not for me. It's not for what I want to produce. With these kids, I want to produce more of hardworking kids who can make their high school teams, and I feel like you can do that by just training, and then also playing in one game a week, but just constantly training. We do 3 hours a week of practice. We're gonna start to do more of the individualized training. I feel like that's more beneficial. I'd rather have kids spend their money on that than spend their money on going to 6 games and playing with garbage. And then on top of that too, the officiating is way different than league play. I think our kids got used to it by the end, but at the same time, you're oh, these guys are fouling. It's hey, just be quiet, play basketball. But you know, it is what it is. The referees are there for 11, 12 hours a day, and they're not going to be sitting there stopping the game and calling everything. And sometimes it's brutal. The games can get brutal, but at the same time, that's just the way it is. You got to adjust to the referees. You got to adjust to the situation, and you know, even they're getting overworked. So my overall thoughts: I wouldn't do it. I don't think it's beneficial for the kids. I don't think it's good for, you know, a lot of the people that are in there. I would say 95% of the people that are in that gym should not be playing AAU basketball. They really shouldn't. Focus on your game. Get better inside of your own gym. Do your local runs. Don't spend the money to get hotels and travel, food, all that stuff if you're coming from out of town. As a quick synopsis, I'm going to do like one little thing per each breakdown where I, excuse me, where I talk about, you know, certain aspects, I bring up certain controversial topics about basketball. But here I have a Vegas Nation game. It was one of our 14U. It was on March 3rd. And, no, excuse me, May 3rd. And, yeah, I'm just going to go over this tape and then see what we did right, doing wrong. And, yeah, let's get after it. If I can hit the play button here. Alright. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Turn the sound off so all you can do is hear me. So right now we're in man. And we're in pick and roll situations with nobody listening. That was terrible defense. And then horrible help. Let's rewind that here. There we go. Let's rewind that here. Let's go back 10 seconds because that was really bad. I'm not going to name any names. But my defender right here, who's guarding number 7, he's not in proper defensive position. So, like, you want to sit down. You want to have your hands up. You want to be talking. Primary help. We got one pass away. So, defender's in the right position right here. This is horrible positioning right here. He should be locked into his man right here. Just touching him at least. Hands up. 2 passes away. Should be more in help. Let me get my handy dandy vision right here. Boom. Should be in help. He should be right there at the box, right? And he should be pressed up and just at least tagging. And hands should be up right here. And then hands should be up right here and recognizing it. Non-shooter, shade over a little bit. Shade over in this man concepts. Not a lot of kids know man concepts. I noticed that too. Like, not a lot of kids know man concepts nowadays. And this right here is just a straight telling of I got to do a better job of coaching these guys in man concepts because then it leads to you know, disastrous results. So I'm gonna clear this and then we're gonna run the play again. There we go. Run this play. So right here, freeze. You know, right now he ends up getting in the position because his man gets in the post. Right now, if I have a translucent, we have a defender in the right position right here. My dandy pointer right here. Right position, which is shade over a little bit. That's a non-shooter. Bad defensive positioning right there. Look at the hands. We want the hands out. We want the hands up. We want more talking and communication at the back end. Let's run the play. I'll get better as we go on. Okay, here we go. Okay. And this is a really good pick and roll situation. We should be having a switch right here. Just make it a little easier, but there was no talking. So we should have definitely a switch. Excuse me, right here. Boom. This defender will tag here. Okay. This defender will tag here. This defender comes out right here. Stops ball. We have help on the backside. Right here. Come up a little bit. Have a non-shooter out there. Know who you are guarding. Know who you are guarding. Let's keep here. Let's run this play. Oops. One more. Bam. Here we go. Bam. And since the positioning was bad, we're going to have a dribble drive. Look, right here. we definitely should be helping right here. Boom, and then boom. We should be helping. We're too locked in on our man, and we're rubbernecking instead of actually playing structural solid D and rim protecting. And not this is really really bad. Failing to help right here. That's lazy defense, right? That's lazy defense. That's not connected. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Not trailing in, not helping. Easy bucket. Easy bucket. This is awful defense. We have to help, and we go over this all the time, helping the help, making sure that we are connected. Let's delete that and get this easy layup. Boom. All right, I'm gonna let it run for a little bit as we're now getting in press break. We don't need a screen. All right, decent job beating the press. I mean, get a minimum to open jumper, but we got to get back. Let's go back here because we got to get like last man back principles, and then also too, everybody needs to be screaming up the court. So let's go back here. Oops. Let's go back. Reverse, rewind. Okay, here we go. So we beat the press. Okay. We get a solid look, but I have one man back already, okay, who should stay back. We have 3 people right here. So in an ideal world, for my player right here, he's a really good offensive player, but these kind of plays, I'm gonna mark it right here. We got one decent spacing. We need to be at least run to the 3-point line because we already have here. We already have one right here at the 3-point line who's going to be cutting in. So, like, it's a good spot. But, like, right here, if you kick it out to him, he's going to be more engaged throughout the game. Like, you want your players and your teammates to be engaged. If they're not going to get the ball offensively, they're not going to be engaged offensively. So we're gonna struggle in areas of ball movement and teamwork. So, in essence, for him, look at this separation right here. This is a pretty decent shot, but and we're in a transition on a 3-on-4. We should be getting an easier look than this, right? We want a higher percentage shot than this. So let's roll the play here, okay, and then boom. 1, I'm going to count that on the pointer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody is in front of the free throw line right here. That is, if we don't get the rebound right here, we are in trouble. But look, no box out. All right, let me delete and then just say no box out, under the rim, where we should not be. And then finally right here, he should know, hey, we already have 3 under the hoop. Let me scream back. Following his shot, that's okay. Scream back. Somebody's got to be back. And back, we got to get those principles because this is going to lead to another fast break and possibly another easy bucket. Let's see what happens. I'm getting better. There we go. Alright. Rebound. 1, 2. Now we're starting to scream back. 3, 4, 5. It's already too late. I already see 3 in the camera view. There's 2 back there. This has got deadly results written all over it. Good way to getting back. Good getting back. Bam. Good defense right there. Got to pass it right there. We got a foul. Pass the ball. I'm going to move fast forward. Ugh. Okay. Let's go back. Let's see what we can do. We're on a fast break situation right here. All right. Rebound. Long rebound. Boom. Okay. We push. We get an outlet. Freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you want the first person who's on the opposite side, they gotta flash to the basket. Okay? Because essentially right now we have a 1, 2, 3 on 2. Okay? We should be getting an easy basket here. This should be an easy bucket right here. But it's not when we're not thinking about making the easy pass. So we don't get the results that we want for. We should be making an easy pass right here, but we don't get the results. Let's see what happens. And we get a block shot. We have 2 more at the rim. This is a really good block, athletic block. And then also, too, we didn't create contact going up. Let me rewind this back one more time. I'm only doing a few plays, so we can do this. We get the outlet, which is a good outlet. We're running the floor. Now, freeze. This is not good because we're going up against a shot blocker and we have not created the space. Lower that shoulder without raising your arms, and we can create contact and create separation. Instead, we're just going up right over the top, and we get a nice clean block. And a wide open 3. Make some shots, miss some shots. Nobody back. Easy layup. Last man back principles. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a man that's should be back. So here's the 3. He runs in, he crashes. We have 1 man that's back, but not back enough. And we have 4 there with 1. Our last man back is not actually back and clearing this man out. And we get an easy bucket. We should always have 1 man back who's not going in for rebounds. He's not going in for rebounds. I love breaking this stuff down because then it just allows me just to watch and just, make the corrections. I need to start doing more of this. That should be a foul right there. That should be 3 shots. That's a really bad foul. That was a really bad foul. All right. Oh, what is going on here? Let me back it up here. What is going on here? This is frustrating. So we back it up here. Good transition defense. So now we got to pick up our man. We're not picking up our man. They clear it out all the way out to the the short corner 3. Okay, good closeout here. We have 1, 2 here. Decent box out, but gotta keep it up. 2 here. Now look at the stance of our players right here. Look at this stance. This is horrifying for a coach right here. This is horrifying. Having 2 players standing straight up. They know he has the ball, but not locating a man. We need to locate. Fine. After offensive rebound, it's scramble time. Fine. But we don't get that. And let's see what the results are. By the way, these are very bad habits that not only just my players get into, but I see from the opposite team also, from Vegas Nation. But I'm not their coach. I'm High Intensity's coach. So here we go. That's a really good skip pass right here. To a what? Oh my gosh, he has all the time in the world. Oh. This is why you lose games because of plays like this. And I get it. It's 4:36 left in the first quarter. And look, we have walking, not ready to scramble. Nobody tagging. I got 1 tag right here. Nobody tagging. Everybody's straight up. Letting him sit. No closeout. Nobody ready to compete. This is very frustrating, aggravating to watch. Actually, this is my first time watching this, so I'm very happy to watch this. I love it being the first time watching it because then I get a live perspective. Then you guys get to hear the frustration that's coming from me because I don't coach this. I do not coach this. I'm gonna say this 3 times. I don't coach this. I do not. This is abysmal. This is abysmal. All right, wide open three, cash. Awful. Awful hustle. No hustle, no awareness, no playing for one another, pointing fingers instead of somebody going out there and trying to make a play. Press. Nobody in their right pressing spot. When we pointer time. 3-point line. Free throw line. My other guard should be right here at the free throw line. Other person taking it out, the 5 should be back here. But abandoning. Oh. Not in where he needs to be. Let's see what happens. I mean, eventually this catches up to you. Like, as the game goes, this eventually just catches up. So we get it back. Try to dribble between 2 instead of making the pass. We get lucky. We got to pass out to the corner. Corner 3, which that's a rushed offensive possession. And then of course they get a dive ball. And that's a terrible play, by the way. But I'm not coaching that team. That was a really, really bad pass. I've been livid right there. Going on 1-on-3, 4 people right near the basketball. Nobody near the hoop on the last man back. Easy bucket. We have to slow down. Why are we in a race right now? Like, what are we doing right now? What are we doing? 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 What are we doing right now? It's just we're just flying up and down the court, getting horrible looks. We got fouled. We got bailed out. Fool's gold. Okay, Coach Vu, if you're watching my video, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Fool's gold. Alright? It's not real. This adds up at the end. These possessions, they add up. This is terrible basketball. It's terrible. Slow it down. Let's get a better possession than this. We got fouled, but like I'm saying, it's fool's gold. It's not real. But when I tell everybody to slow down, oh coach, like, we got to open the fast break. Yes, not. We get tired. You get worn out throughout the game. We don't have the athletes to be doing this all day. I mean, our physical conditioning is not that great. Look at the bodies. Look at their bodies compared to our bodies. We're not going to hold up 4 quarters playing basketball like this. It's so bad. Fast forward the free throws. Alright, right now it's 9-1, and we get another deep ball pass. Let's play fast again and not work our offense and slow down. Get a 3, we can get a better shot. And they're back on the races again. Nobody marking their mans, so nobody turning. No, that was a nice pass. And that was a nice pass. Oh my. That was a beautiful pass. This is terrible defense. I got one person pointing. Look, I got one person engaged. Let me make sure of that because you guys can't see my mouse. I got one person pointing. Look at that. Head turned away from the ball. Step up. Who are you guarding? Got a man wide open over here. Got a man right here just streaking. Nobody's tagging him. Nobody's communicating. Nobody's talking. You should be out here. You should be in help. This is horrible transition defense. This is not winning basketball. This is not winning basketball one bit. Let's see what the results. Okay, look, you get the late closeout because you were under the rim. Not only that, you jumped on a pump fake. Stay down, live with the results, and then now we forces the help. And watch this pass. This pass is magnificent. Help comes too late. That's all because your transition defense is awful. And then here we go again. We're off to the races. Sped up. Sped up. Nobody's slowing down. It's 11-1. How much proof do you need? I love saying that. How much proof do you need right now that this is not working? None of this is working right now. Look, we got a bucket. But you look, we're going tit for tat. We're going tit for tat. Ah. Oh. Shout out to Juan, my cameraman, having some issues right there with his camera. Alright, got a little floater. It's 13-5 after the fast forward. 13-7. We're still in this game. That's the thing. With all this awful defense, we are still in this game. Miraculously. Okay. You could tell there was no conversation about who had who right here. Let's do it again. And I'm going to get out my little pointer. Okay. And let's freeze. Who had who? No switch. No nothing. The only person that's in there is right spot. Right here. Had to help. Now the switch has to come here. Who are we guarding? What part of the game is this? This is... Let's see what happens. See what the results are from this, because we need to be better right here. Definitely need to be better. Got lucky. Off to the races again. More fast breaking. Good pass. Good finish. That was not a bad fast break right there. That was a good pass. Good finish. Okay. That was gamble. I got a turnover. Next season, I think we will be pressing more. Because I think we're definitely way too lax. I think we need to turn up the heat a little bit. And yeah, we're going to be pressing more for sure. That was a good, decent defense. No box out. Box out. Good board. There we go. We're off to the races again. And bad pass. No guard wins to go get the ball. Got to give it to a guard. That outlet needs to be there. And it lays to easy buckets. No. Rebound us. Good outlet. Got to finish. Oh, good block. Alright, let's see. Some out of bounds situation. Where are we at on my time? I'm going to try to make this 30 minutes. So, let's go late game. Alright. Don't press break again. Alright, my last play. And then we'll call it a wraps on this video. 30 minutes. Move the ball. Spacing. Dribble handoff right here. Dribble handoff. Give it up to go back the opposite way. That's not what we want. Okay, let's review that. Let's go back 10 seconds. The ball should be reversed. So, right here, over dribbling. Where are we going? We have defenders here. Got a help defender here. Here. Look at everybody. Just keyed in, right? Man calling for the ball. Cut. Right? That pass should be right over here. And then we should skip it another time, right over here. But instead, we want to dribble the ball first instead of, and without our head up. And right now, I need this player right here, cut through. Spacing. It's just the understanding of the game. We're just clogged up, too close. and then skip it out of the outside. So we got a cut. That was good. We got a cut. We got a cut. Give it up. Going right back into the corner again. Why not? Why? 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 To a contested three. All right. So yeah, that's the gist. That's the gist of this. So I'm gonna close it out on this. Let me see. I don't know what the final score of this game was, but we definitely didn't win. And it definitely could have played better. So I'm gonna end it on this note. Throughout the course of a game, you win and lose off of little battles in the game, right? Little possessions, right? So like if we have possessions that are turnovers, you don't get shot attempts. If you have possessions that are convoluted and that are sped up, you don't get good shot attempts. Not only that, like you get possible turnovers. You don't get what we exactly are looking for. And what are we looking for? We're looking for high quality possessions that at least 3 to 4 people touch the ball and we force them to defend, because over time it just wears them out. If they're forced to defend for a long period of time, it just wears the team out. But like we are quick to bail people out for not good shot selection. And then when we do make a not good shot selection, it gives us a garbage foresight of we think that that's a good shot selection, which is not. And yeah, you end up with poor results. So in the future, better spacing, slow it down, take our time, box out, mark our man, and also more communication in the back end and also the front end, but also more heart, energy, and hustle. And I'm seeing a lot of people just standing up straight, not smiling, not caring, not doing anything. The culture of this team was not good this season. I'm going to say that right first and foremost, and be honest, and making sure next season we just be better. I'm going to end it there. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Go on highintensitysportslv.com if you want more information. That'll be in the description. Also, just look out for high intensity basketball, man. We're going to 2025 is going to be better. Summer is going to be better. We're just tightening things up. We are just going to be a much better unit, and just I'm going to make sure that I get the teams in better situations. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Peace.